Hello everyone, I am Shweta and welcome to my channel Analytics by Shweta. In today's video, we will see how to create a conditional donut chart in Excel. If you see, we have a donut and it is red in color, the percentage which is highlighted, because we have given our legends over here and less than 40% is red in color. If it is 40% to 60%, it is blue in color. For example, let me put it as 55%. So you see the donut color automatically changes to 55%. And between 60 and 80%, it is yellow in color. For example, if I put it as 75%, it changes to yellow color. And finally, greater than 80% is green in color. So if I put it as 85%, it shows as green in color. So these colors are given in various legends, and basis the value which we enter, the percentage value changes automatically. So let's see how we can create this chart. So we have a value over here which we will write, for example, 52%. And then we have our various legends. So let's write our formulas. So first we write if this value over here is less than or equal to 40%, then give me this value back, else give me 0%. So we are saying if the value is less than 40%, then show me the percentage over here. So for example, if I put it as 15%, it will show us the value over here. Next, we do it for blue, but we have two conditions over here. So we use the AND. So first we say if this value over here is greater than 40%, and if this value over here, just lock it, is greater, not less than. So we need to use a greater than symbol here. So if it is greater than 40% and less than or equal to 60%, then close the AND, then return me this 15%, else return me 0%. So if I put it as 45%, it gives me the value as 45% over here, and here it gives me 0. So the condition is if this value is greater than 40% and less than or equal to 60%. Now just copy this formula down, and here instead of 40 put it as 60, and instead of 60 over here put it as 80. So we are saying if this value is greater than 60 and less than or equal to 80%, then return me this value. So for example, if I put it as 65%, it shows me over here as 65%, and the rest too shows 0%. The last is if this value over here is greater than 80%, then return me this percentage, else return me 0%. So if I put it as 85%, you get your value over here. So in red, we are saying if it is less than or equal to 40%, then return me the value. In the second one, in blue, we are saying if it is greater than 40% and less than or equal to 60%, then give me the value over here. That is, if I put 45% over here, it comes over here. Then I say if it is greater than 60% and less than or equal to 80%, then give me a yellow color. For example, a 75% will come in the yellow block. And finally, the last portion says if it is greater than 80%, then show me green. So if I put 90%, it comes over here. The last step is 1 minus this percent value over here. So this will give you the remaining portion. Now what you need to do is you need to select this data point, go to insert and insert a donut chart. Just remove the chart title. Now just remove the legends, select your chart, format data series and adjust the donut hole size to as per what you require. So I've put it as 60%. Then go to the fill option and in borders say no line. So currently we do not have a line. Now select this blue portion over here, which is the remaining portion. Give it a fill. So I am giving it a solid fill and I am giving it a gray color. Now let's start from the first, the red portion. Let's put it as 15%. Select the portion which is the blue one, do a solid fill and select a red color. Next, let's do the blue. So let's put a portion of the blue block, which is 45% I'm putting. Just select the block, do a solid fill and put a blue color. Let's do the yellow one. Let's put it a color over here. Select it, a solid fill, just the gray block over here, a solid fill and select your green color. Sorry, a yellow color, not green color. So we need to select a yellow color. And for the last block, just put a higher percent, select it and put your green color. So what we have done is for each of these blocks, as it appears, we have put a color. For example, red color is for less than or equal to 40%. Then between 40 and up to 60, it is blue. So if I put it as 55%, it's in blue color. Then the next block is in yellow color. Sorry, it's 75, not 5. The next block is in yellow color and the last block is in green color. So green. So you get your conditional donut chart. So the last step is just inserting a text box and put the value over here. So we have linked the text box to the value. We put it in between, we bold it, we go to shape format. So you select your shape over here, you get to shape format and in outline, say no outline. Now you have your complete donut chart ready with your data label in the center. So this is how you create a conditional donut chart. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.